Well, hey guys, welcome back to my channel and another unboxing. This is the XK A1200. Now, you guys will recognize this logo from the last review that I did of an airplane, which was the de Havilland Beaver, which is the little airplane. It looks great. It's such a fantastic little airplane. I had that thing up at Kite Hill, and someone liked it so much because it had 2S power and the stabilization system is very similar to AS3X that they're like, I want that airplane. So I decided to give it to him for a very good price, and he's been enjoying it ever since. He's a really good flyer, and if you know who you are, if you're out there. So this is basically going to be a trainer glider. It is really plug and play, and I'll go over that in just a moment, what I mean by that. It is truly a plug and play model, but it has a brushless motor. It comes with its own transmitter and a 2000 milliamp battery pack and a charger, of course. Of course, us experienced guys, we won't be using these type of chargers, but for the people who are beginners out there, it'll be just fine. And hopefully it's not one of these European ones because I am in America. But it does have a brushless motor. Now this does have an option here to do FPV. Now mine is not the FPV model, mine is the standard, but this looks like a really interesting option. Like if you are an FPVer and you have all this equipment, it'd be nice to get this, maybe just this canopy and run FPV on this. But it's a real interesting looking model, and like I was saying before, it comes with the 3D and 6G switch, which just means that it goes from like a standard non-self-level mode, but it has the S3X similar type of gyro system where if it gets hit by wind, it helps to counteract it, but it doesn't self-level itself. Then you can switch it to 6G, and then it basically does self-leveling, which is great for beginners. I mean, this is going to be a great beginner airplane. Okay, so let me just turn this up on its side here and we'll take a look at what's inside. Alright, so first off, let's just go over the transmitter. And yes, that is correct. They send you a full-size transmitter. Very, very nice. The gimbals aren't bad. They're, of course, plastic, as they normally you would expect. But this is truly plug and play. So you get your transmitter, your battery, everything. So it looks like we have a flight mode switch up here. Flap, I think it's throttle hold and whatnot, and a nice push button toggle switch here, so you push to select. So we'll see what that's all about, the mode switches and the back switch here. The only unfortunate thing is that it takes the 8 AA batteries, but that kind of just takes us back into the old days, which is actually okay. You know, it's fine. I don't mind it. But let's go ahead and take a look at the airplane. We'll take off all these little connector joiners here. So we have the tailplane here. Now what I was talking to you guys just a little bit ago about plug and play is that it is really plug and play, which means it's got the servos already installed and this tiny little plug right here. Amazingly enough, this plugs directly into the fuselage body, which connects the servo automatically. Whether I like that or not, we'll have to see after I fly it, but hopefully that holds up while we're actually doing normal flight. Let's go ahead and show you the good stuff, the body here, the fuselage. But it is a fantastic looking little model. It's a little bit like a fish, to where it's thin side to side and kind of thick top to bottom, but the foam feels really tough. And once again, plug and play. Let me just show you. So here we are, and you can see that little plug in there. And that is going to connect your wing servos without doing any further connections. Now, my only concern is that this is a pivot point, and you know that's going to be wiggling up and down. But I haven't tried it in theory. Another cool thing is this has a bit of a latch right here, and a real interesting way of doing the magnetic hatches. There's basically 2 magnets on the sides and a slide that goes right up here. And when you hook this in, basically just pops right back in. So it is a very, very tight fit. Very, very cool. So I'll set that aside. So we have our 2000 milliamp 3S LiPo. 3S? No, this is a 2S LiPo. Yeah, 2S LiPo on a JST connector. We have that into our ESC. I can't see, 15 amp ESC. And here's the little control board down here. This is going to give you basically all your gyro controls. And we have our motor in the back. I don't know what the size of the motor is, but they do give you an extra prop here. It doesn't say what the pitch of the prop is here. And if I look at this correctly, it looks like they have the prop on the proper direction, so that's fantastic. And let's go back down to the tail boom right here, so you can definitely see those connections. There's one here and one back here for the vertical and the horizontal stabilizer. So we do have a wing joiner, which is right here, which is made out of carbon fiber, and it has the proper dihedral in there, so you can see that this is the top and this is the bottom. The dihedral is going up in this direction like that, just like that. Okay. And this, of course, is the vertical stabilizer here. We'll just take a quick peek at that. So foam quality, quite good, guys. And look at that. The servo is right inside the tail. That's pretty interesting. I like that. All right, let's take a look at these wings. Nice transfers here. It actually looks like real paint, actually. So this is, of course, the transfer here. But these side things, it looks like they took a nice bit of time and actually painted those. So looks like a standard 9-gram style servo. A lot of times when you get these ready to fly models, these creases here tend to be awfully stiff, but it's very free. That's good to see. And here is the wing latch right here, which latches onto the main part of the model. And again, these little connectors here. So I can't wait to get this up to Kite Hill and fly it again. I haven't flown airplanes in about a month or so, so I'm getting kind of antsy. I really want to fly these. Okay guys, I'm just going to take everything out real quick and just put it together. We'll see how easily this thing comes together. I believe we'll go ahead and put the tail together first. I believe there's some screws inside of this bag here, and they also give you a screwdriver to put the things together with. There's just 2 screws in this whole thing, which I think the tail boom and everything goes together with just 2 screws. I'm pretty amazing here. I do like airplanes that just screw together. It's pretty nice. There we go. Okay guys, we're going to take this long screw here and put it up to the tail boom. And everything looks like it fits together real nice. So, okay, so let's see what's going on with these wings. It looks like this thing goes in here. Nice tight fit. I was kind of worried about that, but here we go. Looks pretty nice. Okay, so it looks like both of the wings actually have some fingers that the two pieces come together and latch onto each other. How you get that apart is another question. But maybe you don't take them apart once they get clicked in together. Wow, nice solid click there. And we're done building. So guys, that's it. I'm gonna put some batteries in the radio and we'll try this out. Okay guys, so this is the A1200. I apologize, I have 0 batteries to put inside of this radio here. But as you guys saw, it is a definite plug and play. I'll do a follow-up video to this airplane showing it working. Either I'll probably skip right to going to Kite Hill and flying it if everything works out just fine. But like I said, it's got the 3D and the 6D hold, which is the self-stabilizer. I'll show you that in the next video as well. But what's nice about this airplane is that it's going to be really geared towards a beginner. It's got tough foam and it's a nice size. It's not going to take up your entire car when you put it in the inside. How you get these wings apart, I don't know. Now, I would think that there might be a bit of a weak spot right here in front of these wings. Let's say if you were to crash, it looks like this could possibly rip here. But that's something that is an issue with all trainer type of airplanes that have this type of canopy right in the front. Just like with my Cloud Surfer and also my Bixler 3. So, but like I said, the foam is a really interesting type of foam. It feels like EPO, but it feels like bigger EPO, like the granules were bigger or something like that. Anyway, thanks for joining my video, guys. I can't wait to get this thing up in the air, and maybe I'll put some FPV on it. Maybe I'll just keep it a standard, line of sight airplane. I don't have many of those right now, so. Alright guys, once again, thanks to GearBest for sending this to me. Watch out for this on my channel, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.